Hey guys, so in this video I want to introduce you to halation. Now back in the day when they were using film, you used to get an effect called halation where bright light would cause like sort of burning golden edge in the film itself. And nowadays we can add that digitally with an effect called halation in DaVinci. So what basically happens with halation is we can take the very brightest areas and add a little crispy golden glow, and it also adds, a little bit of color to the image, mostly like gold and orangey tones. So it can be used really well in the right circumstances. It can totally ruin your image if you don't know how to apply it properly or you're using too much. But let's have a quick look at it now. All right guys, so I wanted to show you this clip because I used the halation effect with a lot of power. And normally I don't, but you can really see it working. So there's a lot of very bright areas, like where the sun is hitting their hair. And this halation is just adding a golden shine to those areas, and it's adding some saturation to the whole image. And it's kind of bringing it to life. I mean, it's a joyful image here already. But with that halation, oh, that's reflection. With that halation, it's adding some life to the image for sure. Let's zoom in. So turn it off, turn it on. And guys, I may have not have done it quite as strong at the moment. If I was doing this again, I edited this at the start of the year, and I probably wouldn't have done it quite as powerfully now, I don't think. Although when you're zoomed out, it's not so obvious. When you're zoomed in, it does seem maybe a little bit too strong. But I think when you're zoomed out, it does kind of look natural, like it was a magical moment, the sun was just hitting their hair, but it wasn't quite that magical, guys. But now I may have, pulled the global blend down a little bit here and just sort of met in the middle somewhere. So I may have applied it a bit more like this, maybe a little bit more natural. So guys, let's go to another clip. Let's take these guys. So obviously this is a morning sort of shot. There's not so much sort of sunshine and there's not so much very bright areas. All we really see that's very bright is maybe here, which is sort of, I mean, the white here as well, but mainly there's some shine on her necklace here. And let's turn the halation on and off, and you can just see we're getting just along her arm and into this where it's very bright, we're getting a nice kind of golden glow, and this is much more subtle than the other one. So guys, I just want to show you how we got to this, how to apply halation and the attributes that you need to know. So let's just delete this. So there's no halation at all. Now I'm going to press Ctrl S to add a node from behind. Make sure you click on effects, type in halation. There it is. And now it comes up with a few attributes, and we can see it's ruined the image to begin with, like it's really much too strong. So let's have a look. I'm going to zoom into her arm. I'm going to turn my nose off because we don't need to see that right now. So guys, the threshold is where the areas that are going to be applied in terms of the sort of brightness. So if I pull the threshold up, it's reducing those areas. If I pull it down, it's increasing those areas. I do want it to hit her arm and the necklace and the her jewelry there, bracelet. Normalization, I think we want to keep that on full. It does keep it looking normal. Film saturation level, again, I think we want to keep that low. I don't want to necessarily add any saturation or not much to the skin, because we should have sort of got our saturation levels good in the initial color grade. Dye layer reflection. So this we can try pulling that down a bit. This is sort of another way of applying strength, but just targeting the areas we've already hit with the threshold. So let's kind of zoom out just so we can see how it's looking. So guys, I don't want to make her arm look too unnaturally orange, of course. And putting it a bit lower is going to make it maybe look a little bit more natural. Gamma is sort of midtones that are being affected. Saturation, again, I don't want to add too much more saturation to the image. And then let's have a look at the spread. So let's go to 300. So the spread, if we pull it right down, the effect is more or less gone. Put it up, it's sort of becoming a bit too glowy. So I think it was all right around there. Secondary glow, I don't think we need that. That's something else. Gonna be probably good for a sci-fi film, guys, if you're making it alien. Global adjustments, we've got some effects here: reduce highlights, aspect ratio, detail loss. Whoa, no, we don't want to blow our image like that. Then global blend just does everything, guys. So once we've sort of put it in, we can just use this global blend to play with it like that. Right, so let's go to fit. And now we can pull it down, and now we can put it back up. All right, guys, so what I may suggest is maybe we add a little bit more strength. Pull the global blend back. So let's just try hitting that node on and off. So we're getting a nice sort of golden glow there. And that could be like a kind of standard level that you can apply to your whole film. And then if you do get a scene like the one before, like here, where we had that beautiful sunshine and we wanted to put more, you can just increase your global blend there. So guys, basically what we want to do is we want to build up a node tree that we can use for every single clip in the video. So I'm going to copy that. Let's go back to where we were. Let's rename that. So node label, Halation. And I'm going to copy that, C, and then going to go across to my first wedding film. Let's go to fit. Okay, so let's add some halation. So I'm going to press Alt-S for a new node. And let's call that one halation. And now I can just edit, paste, and we pop that across. So we've put some halation into this image now. Let's turn it on and off. Turn it on. So let's add a bit of golden glow to these guys. I feel it might be a little bit too strong here, so I'm going to pull it down a little bit on the strength and maybe bring the global blend down. Let's put it too strong, pull it back. Okay. And then let's now look at the image we edited before here. Let's add another node here, Control S, and then press V to paste. So we've got the halation here. That's adding a very subtle sort of golden glow to the edges. I could try pushing it a little bit. That's much too strong, but pull it back. So yeah, let's just have a look at her hair. Turn it off, turn it on. We just see a little bit of gold going into her hair, which is quite nice. What if I change the threshold? Could lower the threshold a little bit. And I feel like, let's just see what that spread is like. Strength, maybe we could have a bit more strength. Turn it off and on again. So guys, what do you think? I mean, it's a very personal thing. That's it off. That's it on. I feel that might be a little bit too strong, so I'm going to pull it down a little bit. But I did quite like the effect. And I wonder about pulling the saturation, because it's affecting our skin a bit. Okay. So I'm quite happy at that level, I think. Let's turn it off. Yeah, that's looking good. It's very subtle, but it's very nice. So guys, if you want, you can just copy these down now and use that as a sort of basic guideline for your halation node. Feel free to use these exact figures, and then you can use the blend, global blend, to blast it if you want at some point. And I mean, it's looking quite cool blasted, I must say. So anyway, that's halation, guys. I hope that helps. I hope that shows you how you can apply it to your films. And remember, we're going to try and make that node tree that you can use for everything. So yeah, do keep it as a kind of subtle effect that you can boost if you want at some points. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to see you next in the glow video, and it's going to be a similar... Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more DaVinci Resolve wedding editing tips. For the best learning experience, please check out www.resolveweddings.com for the full training program. It's got a detailed A to Z learning structure and loads of private lessons for serious professionals at a very reasonable price point. Thanks for watching.